What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another Olympic hockey watch party. Team USA, Team Canada for Olympic gold, and we have the rematch, baby. Let's freaking go. Sorry for a little echoey here. I'm just using my computer mic, another stream in the hotel, but we will be live for all three periods today, baby. Let's freaking go. 17:47 on the clock as this is still a 0-0 game, ladies and gentlemen. The Americans absolutely spanked, I repeat, spanked the Canadians in the preliminary game 5-0. Edwards in particular, who with the puck right now sends it around the boards. Americans have it at center. Absolutely laying out the Canadian girls. For those watching on YouTube, I appreciate you. For those watching on Facebook and X as well, come over to YouTube and join us here for this gold medal watch party. Canada with it behind the net, trying to find somebody in front. No one there. Slot shot. That goes left and wide. Switzerland, by the way, beating Sweden to win bronze in the women's hockey Olympic finals. Behind the net right now is Canada. Love their white jerseys more than the black, but I still don't like this crest. 16:43. Canada on defense again. They send it into the corner, bouncing around. Good pressure by the Americans. Again, the last game, the Americans were bigger, they were faster, and they were stronger. But Marie-Philippe Poulin is back, ladies and gentlemen, even though she is playing hurt. 16:25, puck dumped in and forced to make a save is Canada. And hope you guys can hear me okay. I got my TV right here, so that's what I'm kind of looking at over that direction. Maybe I'll do a little rearrange. That's a little better. I don't know. Maybe during the second period, I'll move to a completely different seat. Maybe there, maybe that. I was hoping to get these dope friggin' things in the background, but then I had to be like this the whole time. We'll see. Face-off won by the Americans, but well, actually, the face-off was won by Canada. Actually, I don't fucking know who won the face-off there. Puck trickled all the way down to the American zone. We're gonna have another face-off as that will be icing on the Canadians as they're the last ones who touched it. You can get your comments in the live chat. We do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you folks. Americans win the face-off and pass in front of that slot shot. Unable to get it off, though. And Canada now with it left wall. They can't get it out, and the Americans send it back in. And Canada's going to glove it again. $15:57. Shots 3-0 for the Americans. Nail-biter games yesterday, guys, with Team USA and Team Canada, each going to overtime. Woo! Quinn Hughes, the hero for the U.S. Mitchie Marner, the hero for Team Canada. And there's the first shot by the Canadians up that left side. Little pushing and shoving. Canada goes for the follow-through. Damn, Caroline Harvey, 9 points. 9 points for the Americans thus far. Again, reminder, guys, we're aiming to do one of the semifinal games tomorrow, and then we will be live on Sunday for gold. Americans win the face-off, but Canada gets it back. Canada sends up the left wall behind the net. Marie-Philippe Poulin, shot, block by the American netminder. That was a nice right pad save. USA has it. Left side. Past the top of the circle. Back to the blue line. Americans send it around behind the net. Looking for someone in front of the slot. Oh, nasty little wraparound opportunity, but gloved by the netminder. Shots 3-2 for the Americans. 15:13 on the clock. I'll get a poll question going, guys. But what are your score predictions? Who do you think gets this one done? And the United States have it at the blue line. Canada with it. Deep in the corner. Hit by the Americans. Canada has it. Backhand. Doesn't get through. Hey, what's up, sis? This is the rematch. As the Americans stomp the Canadians a 5-0 in the preliminary round, but this is for gold, baby. This is for gold. Good to see you, buddy. And we're going to have a whistle as the puck goes up into the Canadian bench. Whew, what a pass, man. What a pass. Edwards to Abby Murphy. Murphy, the Minnesota Golden Gopher. She's going to be an absolute stud in the PWHL. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? I'm using my... Hold on. I thought I was just using my computer mic. One sec. Is that any better? $14.21. I can switch to those little ones in a little bit here, but yeah, I'm in an echoey room. It might have been coming through this bad boy. I hope not. Yeah, that's why I'm just using my computer mic right now. Once my laptop is charged a little bit, I can switch to that little lapel mic. I just don't have enough USB-C fucking ports in these stupid MacBooks. I fucking hate Mac. Apple is trash, bro. Left point, Canada. Circle shot. Nice save by the netminder. Honestly, better. Yeah, not as loud. That's a lot better. Okay, sweet. It must have been coming through this fucking thing, which is crazy. Sorry, guys. No wonder no one was watching. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Someone should have fucking said something. I'm out of a hotel right now. I'm clearly not out of my studio. Dude, what would I do without you, sis? Oh, top of the circle. Back. Blue line. Bumble fucks it as Canada. They're forced to regroup. What's up, Smalls? Good to see you. I'm just not an Apple products guy. My MacBook is my only Apple product. And I shouldn't complain because I did get it from a company I worked for free. But like, if I had to go back, I would have chosen a different computer for sure. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Sorry about the mic issues early. Is USA in this whole first round? Yeah, Canada, by the way, still in the power play. 13 seconds left. Shot! Oh, what a save! Canada again can't hold the blue line. What is happening? $12.20. Shot by the Canadians. They try to keep this actually back in, but it's forced out. To look like puck actually bounced up and went into the United States bench. So Canada 0 for 1 on the power play, but have been the ones to set the tone early. I'm Microsoft land. We don't tolerate no Apple products around here, boy. Yeah, I agree. All right, we're going to our first TV timeout. Sorry, guys, one sec. Client I got like 5 texts at one time. Took USA first round plus 145, pays 12. I imagine the Americans are the favorite in this one, right? Based on how they stomped Canada early, based on how they've just been ripping through the other teams, based on how their captain is not as banged up as ours. It's so funny because, like, you and like Skate and you guys actually know each other's real names. Like I don't even know. I mean, I do know, but like I have to like go back in my email and look. Like I don't even know Skate's real name. He's just Skate, and we're like actual friends in real life. I'm a bad friend in real life. That's so funny. Yeah, I got 4 to be exact. All right, back from the TV timeout. I don't think anybody knows your real name. I know what you sound like though now, and that's trippy as fuck. It's crazy when like I just know someone as a profile picture, and then like they jump on a stream or they start a YouTube channel. Like Hank the Tank blew my mind too. The first time Hank the Tank started his channel. 11:45, and the United States are gonna ice this one. But I had no idea Smoles was Alex. So good to meet you, Alex. God, it looks like I'm like a grease ball, but I literally just like I worked out this morning and took a shower. So 11:44. Americans come away with the face off. Oh, nice backhand, and the Canadians holding off Murphy, but they had to go 2-on-1 to hold her off and force her into the corner. One of the Americans, or was Abby Murphy, lost her glove. Puck forced in the corner. Canada still pressuring. Can't get the puck back. United States have it. Back to the blue line. States can actually hold the fucking blue line. Shot. That bounces left. Canada behind the net. Now they're going to break out. Here's that pressure by the Americans again. Great forecheck and forcing this puck up into the Canadian zone. I believe the faceoff will come right outside the blue line. Sarah Nurse, only 2 assists in this tournament thus far. I would have liked to see more from her. Yeah, everyone knows my name. Some people actually are just like, wait, Isha is City Life? I'm like, yeah. I'll score on you if USA can't score on them, so better hope. What? I didn't. What? I'm so out of the loop. That's pretty shitty, to be honest, because like I always thought Dan Hooker was like, you know, the family man. I mean, on early, I want to say early, like Ariel Helwani interviews like 3 or 4 years ago before he was like he's not even super famous, but before he was more well known, right? When like casuals didn't even know who he was, like all about the family, right? So that's pretty shitty. Like I don't care if it's with a dude or not, woman, dude. It's still you're cheating on your partner, and it's fucked up. But yeah, I didn't. I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even hear about that. 10:36. Again, I don't judge based on anyone's preference, whatever. But I am judging on him fucking stepping out on his partner. That's their wife. That fucking sucks. 10:36. Shots still 4-on-4. A lot closer of a game. I know Canada racked up a few shots there on the power play, and the States 5-on-5 are still looking like the better team. But after 10 minutes, this is looking a lot better for Canada in that first game. 12:26. Is he still celebrating after last night? What is up, Stoned Steak Gaming? My man, great to see you. I haven't heard from him, so probably you might need to do a little health check on Brother Z there. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. The Dan Hooker files, the new Kevin Durant files, the new Freddie Gibbs files. I still like Freddie Gibbs, all right? I don't know if he cheated on his wife or not, but... $9.46. MMA Joey's going to love that. 9:30. Pass through center by the Canadians. Americans get it back. I watch fights, not body counts. That's the new one. That's the new shirt. 9:23, and Americans breaking out. trying to get through center, but Canada picks their pocket. Both teams are going to complete their changes. Canada dumps it in. Forecheck by Canada. Oh, that's new. That's new. 9 minutes on the clock. Yeah, because say what you want about him, he doesn't rage bait. He is colorful, I'll say, and I think he adds a little salt, like adds a little sugar, adds a little spice to his takes. But I think they're genuine takes, for better or for worse. Where MMA Joey, it's just all lies. Like I don't think he believes what he says. It's all to make money. And hey, fair enough, he has. So, not my cup of tea. Don't necessarily dig it or respect that game plan, but he's winning. So who the fuck am I to criticize? 8:20. Canada within their zone trying to get it out. 2-on-1 for Canada, but they are still able to get it in deep in the corner, looking for reinforcements. The blue line has not been reliable for passes, but pass back to the blue line, sends it back in deep, did not hit the net. 8:02. MMA Joy has helped this channel a few times though, so like I don't there's no hate. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Or not this channel, but I guess the other channel, City Life. I just roll my eyes as a strategy, that's all. But shout out for the BFL raid. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if he was making fun of me or helping me out, but whatever. Oh, yeah, that one's been around. Well, it's been around for a few months, no? Oh, up the right side with speed. Canada slows things down. Back to the blue line. Shot. Tip. Can't get through right side. Canada trying to hold this in. And this is the third time. Bumble fucked at the blue line. Third time, but Canada wins the battle at center. Up the left side. Blue line. Canada gets bulldozed. But turn ball there. Reinforcements. Send it back in the left side. Dude, I care more about this shit than life itself right now. Oh, stop by Canada. Rebound. Canada shot. U.S. behind the net. Yes, fuck up front MMA. Block them. It's all lies. They're the Reuben Carter, which I can't believe friggin' James Lynch platformed. And that is... Are we going to have a TV timeout? What's going on here? What's going on? Puck did go into the Canadian bench. Okay. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I don't know why accounts do that. Like Crazy Kev forever in the MMA community will be known as a hack. He'll be known worse than Dan Hooker. He's more of a hack cheat job than freaking Dan Hooker. Yeah, dude, they've blocked me real after the sale, and I called out the bullshit. They blocked me instantly. There's another one now that's a little bit more reliable, no? He does interview fighters on a YouTube channel, which is like, we actually connected and like we helped each other out early, and then he fucked everybody over, leaking the results to the Ultimate Fighter finale. And like I called him out, and he like messaged me asking, for my forgiveness, and I told him he was a hack and no, and I'm just always gonna call him a scammer and not a real channel and everything like that. And then he blocked me. Yo, for those who are watching, we're still waiting for the face-off. You guys ain't commenting in the live chat, so like I'm interacting with Sis. If you want me to talk about other things and hockey related, just comment. Canada wins the face-off, 6:31 remaining. Bro, it's 85 degrees right now in Texas. But I'm sitting next to the AC, which is why I got the Get Sweaty with Letty shirt on. Go subscribe to the channel. Marie-Philippe Poulin with 3 goals, 1 assist in the tournament. I think she had 2 games off. She sat 2 games because she's playing injured, but still playing pretty good here. She's on the ice right now. Nice hit by Canada, but puck goes right in front of the Canadian goaltender, and a nice left glove save as she scoops it up. Yeah, no, Gordon Ryan is a character, and I mean talking about files, the jiu-jitsu files have just been opened. Canada wins the face-off, backhand behind the net, looking for the breakout. Bumblefucks the puck, still able to get this at center. Canada unable to control the puck, and now the Americans send it down the length of the ice. Canada retrieves it, but good forecheck by the Americans. Canada bumblefucking that pass again. The Americans with it, send it in front, but nobody there to take the shot. Going to be 0-0, end of the first, neither scoring. It's like my sex life when Vladdy goes to Afghanistan for NATO. Canada looking for the behind the net pass, but nobody there. They are able to keep this puck in. Canada sends it through the slot. No tip opportunity. Shots 5-5. 5 minutes and 41 seconds. I think there's going to be 1 goal in this period. Canada's shot, long shot is there, finishing their change. Exactly that. 5:26. And wait, why is there a whistle? Hand pass. Okay. On Canada, too, as they were digging for it. There was 4 players, 2 Canadians, 2 Americans digging for it behind the net. And we're going to go to a TV timeout. Oh, my God. This game is a lot closer so far than the preliminary game between Canada and the United States. Again, sorry for the mic issues early. Guys, I guess it was coming out of my friggin' headphones. I thought I set up the stream like 2 hours ago too, and I opened my phone. It's like I didn't click like make stream, like publish it. I was like, fuck. So like literally 2 minutes before I went live, the stream came up. 1 goal is plus 190 right now. I mean, both of them are playing decent defensively. Canada's kind of bumblefucking their opportunities at the blue line and not getting as many shots, and the Americans are just dumping the puck in a lot. So not a scoring friendly style in this first period just yet. I think there'll be some adjustments, obviously, in 2 and 3. But I also think a team might just like go for it a little bit more and put pedal to the metal here in these last 5 minutes. Yes, they did. Dude, the States, I think, are 3rd or 4th in medals overall, and I think 4th or 5th in gold. They've been crushing it this year. 5-0, dude. The Americans beat the Canadians 5-0. I will say, Marie-Philippe Poulin, who's one of the greatest, if not the greatest female hockey player on the planet right now, she's back in the lineup. And the United States wins the faceoff, and they send it down the length of the ice. Canada through center, unable to get over the American zone, and they send it back down the length of the ice. And we have a first penalty, and it will be against the United States. Canada, or sorry, second penalty. Canada goes back on the power play. Power play. Yeah, okay. I know we got 4 players on Team USA from Washington. One is the captain. That's awesome. A lot of them are from Minnesota and Wisconsin as well. All right, here we go, baby. Here we go. Marie-Philippe Poulin wins the face-off. Back to the blue line. Fuck! She bumble-fucked again. Canada bumble-fucked it. Partial break. USA, but redemption from the Canadian defender. Dude, take her off the ice. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is. Take her off the ice. This is the 5th time she's fucked up at the blue line. Love you, Canadian women, I love every single one of you on this team, but we cannot have that in the gold medal game. None of that. You're on a fucking power play, for God's sakes. Diminish your minutes, put someone else there. We cannot have that moving forward. 420, smoke them if you got them. 124. Fifth time she's bumblefucked it at the blue line, dude. Can't have that anymore. Back at the blue line again. Circle, nice poke by the Americans as they break the puck away and send it back down the length of the ice. Sorry, one sec, guys. 3:47. 52 seconds on the power play, up the right side. United States shorthanded, gains the zone. 1-on-3 shot. That goes right and wide. 3 minutes and 28 seconds. 33 seconds remaining on the power play. Canada. Backhand pass. Unable to hold it. Canada finally holds the blue line. Different girl, though. Left side. Shot. Backhand rebound. What a save by Team USA. Huge right pad save by Team USA. Power play wasn't big enough. The USA handled it with ease. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Great 2 kills by the Americans as Canada 0 for 2 on their power play. Here comes Canada. Americans at full strength. Can't get that shot off. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. USA up the right side. Canada gets it back. Can't get out of their zone, though. As great forecheck by the Americans. Canada gets their pocket picked again. Reinforcements by Canada, and they spring. Right side. 1-on-2. Canada sends it to the net, and a save by Team USA. Y'all going to have to get bigger and better. I will say, speed-wise, it's pretty similar in this game. I don't know what was going on in the preliminary game where there was just a huge speed difference. But, man, number 14, she's having a hard time holding the zone. All right, USA wins the faceoff. USA doesn't get that shot off. USA keeps it alive. They're on the right side. Oh, no, they did get back to the blue line. Edwards shot. She's got a hell of a shot, too. That gets through. Nice save by Canada. Good defense by Canada, dragging down one of the American players in front of the net. Shots 8-6 for Canada, but they have had 2 power plays. .117. Layla Edwards has it behind the net. USA chants in the crowd right now. Oh, and Canada's answering. Canada. 56 seconds. Will the U.S. find the back of the net here early? Can Canada keep this tied as the Americans have it in their zone? Canada battling in the corner. Canada gets it back. 40 seconds. Do they have another rush in them? Nice long pass. Beautiful centering pass, but lost. And here comes the Americans. Nice move by Clark and all. No tripping call? I thought that was a trip on Canada, but we'll take it. We'll take it. 22 seconds. Okay, no, there was a delayed penalty. I was going to say that's tripping as fuck. So United States will go on the power play. 15 seconds remaining in this period, and the United States will go on the power play and start, or hooking, they're calling it. Tripping, hooking, whatever. One of the American players went down. USA's power play was nasty in the preliminary game, guys. Hooking, tripping, whatever you want to call it. USA goes down. They called it. They're calling it hooking, though. Delayed little call, for sure. All right, let's see if the Americans can get a couple shots off here with 14 seconds left. Good to see you, Sean. Yeah, Carpenter, she had a really good game against Canada in the preliminaries. Oh, and she looked really good off the draw as well. Won it, but they're going to redo the face-off? But why? She had her stick around the waist and then kind of grabbed her ankle on the way down. You could call either or. 5 seconds, and there's a shot by Team USA. Tip, but not in front. And that's going to do it for the first period. USA will start on the power play with 1 minute and 46 seconds. Hey, what's up, Chris Cushman? Good. In Austin, Texas right now. Gold medal, Team USA, Team Canada. All tied going into period number 2. The first game was an absolute ass whooping by the Americans, beating Canada 5-0. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. All right, let's get a poll question going. Let's make it simple. Does Canada play, or will Canada play the United States in the men's goal? Canada narrowly got by the Czechs yesterday. The United States narrowly got past the Swedes, so they're both going to the semifinals. The United States will be playing Slovakia, which have been a dark horse and very hard team to game plan for. And Canada will be going up against Finland, who almost lost to Switzerland yesterday. Came back with 5 minutes left, scored 2 goals, went to overtime, and they won in overtime. All right. Let me know. USA not in this hole. How are you doing, Chris Cushman? I've been missing so much mixed martial arts. I'm jonesing, brother. When I get back home, I literally might not sleep for like 5 days. I think I'm just going to watch 5 days straight of mixed martial arts. What's that AKP live? That fucking combat sports YouTube channel, which I love, that just plays combat sports 24/7. I'll be like that for a few days. I think the team on the power play should start with an ozone face-off at the start of a period. Agreed. I'm glad you said that. I've always wanted that to be the case. I don't understand why it's not. This is just essentially a long TV timeout. God, I look like I'm homeless right now. I need a fucking haircut. I swear I showered before this. I'm going to have to get a custom one of these for Sis that says "Get Sweaty with Vladdy" instead of Letty. Do you know that channel? It's like AKP Live or something like that. 3.5. I think I either leave Arizona. We're going up to I leave to Zion on the 4th, or I will be in Zion on the 4th. And then we're either going to bomb back to Minnesota or go to Salt Lake for a day or two, then come back. So I should be back by the 5th or 6th. 6th latest, earliest 4th. We'll see. Thoughts on Michael Jordan getting the ice out of that kid's shirt? I don't know. Like I told you, I'm so out of the loop. Dan Hooker is slobbing knob. Friggin' Michael Jordan is, I was going to say, doing his certain impression, but that'll probably get this whole channel banned. Your favorite fighter, Gabe Stevenson, tonight? Oh, that's right. I hope he loses, but he's probably not going to lose. Yeah, Mexican Fight League, right? It's on UFC Fight Pass. The production is actually very good. I encourage you guys all to go watch it. But yeah, I hope Gabe Stevenson loses. Isn't it like a former UWC champion or something like that he's fighting? Was in there when you found it? Doing good on my way home from work. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. How long has been on there? How long has this been on there? Yo, what's up, Sean? We're going into the second period. We're going into the second period. Sis in Arizona, yeah. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, Chris, this is the first I heard of it too. All right, TV timeout. We're in between period right now. Okay, I'm scared. I'm not on the City Life channel right now. That channel I don't care. That's a dead channel. I don't care if it gets booted at this point. But this one I actually care about, so tread lightly. All right, I'm looking right now. What? All right, now send me the Dan Hooker one. What's up, Cole? Good to see you, buddy. Any idea when the next Wildly Informed and Judd's Buds are gonna be? Judd's Buds was supposed to be this week. No idea why it wasn't. Wildly Informed will be back after the Olympics. There's just obviously no wild hockey right now, so no Wildly Informed. But I'm on a 6-week podcast tour for my day job. So I'm in Texas right now. I was in Utah for a couple days. I was in Arizona for like a week or like 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Texas for another like half a week, then back to Arizona, then back to Utah, and then back to Minnesota. But I'll probably do a Wildly Informed next Wednesday, I imagine, because I will have internet and I'll be able to do it. And then I honestly don't know why Judge Buds. That's not the only connection I have to Judge Buds is when I'm home. I set up the streams and I edit the audio once it's done. Other than that, it's Hoppy and Z show. So I would message Hoppy on Twitter. Something must have come up. Go Canada, go! Oh my God. I suppose. Yeah, and my apology, Cole. Brett and I were supposed to do one the week I was gonna leave, but it was just so busy, and I left like on a Friday, and I just told him I was like, man, I'm too slammed trying to get things together at the beginning of the month. So I've been on the road since February 1st. So halfway through the road trip / podcast tour. So my client, Get Sweaty with Letty, go check him out on YouTube. I'll put the link in the live chat. He's the owner of Back Channel Brewing, actually. One of the owners of Back Channel Brewing, also Clean Beaches. He also has a supplement line, and now he built a giant mobile sauna that he rents out and brings to like wellness events or athlete events. So the event that we actually hosted in Phoenix was for a ton of the MLB players who were just like, who had one little hoorah, even though it was less of a party, but one final gathering before like spring training officially started. So they were stoked. We brought the sauna and all that shit. And it also acts as a podcast studio. So we've been hitting up different cities, interviewing people in like the health and wellness world, athletes, the whole 9 yards. So I think tomorrow or tonight we have a podcast that we're recording. Tomorrow we have like 2. Friday we have 2. And I think Sunday we have 1 as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We would not end it mid-season. I ain't one of those fake-ass, bitch-ass podcasters. Yeah, I fucking ended a stream early yesterday, but Canada still won, so it's okay. But no, Judge Buds will still be going on. Z must have been busy with work, or Hoppy had dad duties. It's crazy to think, Hoppy. Couple kids now. Don't worry, chat. I'll never have kids. I will never have kids. I'll just keep going on these crazy road trips. That's all. I fucking love the little hop cones. But yeah, no, that show will still be going on. Maybe they'll squeeze another one in. Fellowship of the Rink will be dropping this week as well. Eddie Olchuk was on the show. I was just informed this morning of the plan. So right after this stream, I'm actually going to edit that up, and that'll be. I think Hoppy will get it on YouTube later tonight or tomorrow, but I will definitely get the audio up. MNCAA was all. This week was just a week of delays. The MNCAA guys were delayed. They messaged me like last night and were like, "Hey, we got everything done." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'll get it done this morning." So MNCAA. We'll be hitting you guys up tonight with one of those, or later today with one of those. Fellowship of the Rink will be hitting you guys up on YouTube probably tomorrow, but audio right after this. Judd's Buds likely returning next week, and Wildly Informed as well. It is a little weird, sis, but like at least there's somewhat of an explanation for that one. And he didn't cheat on his wife. This time. And sis, again, no judgment on anyone's preference. The fact that he stepped out of his marriage is fucked up, though. Over 1.5 goals second round. I hate that you call it second round. Or USA to win by one more. What do you think the most confident? Same odds. God, that first period was so brutal. I can't imagine that that either of them are going to play that same style. Ugh. I'll say this. Without watching the first period, I would say over 1.5 goals second probably is what I would bet on. But I'm Canadian, so I just can't bet on the States winning. So take that for what it's worth. Just hit them both. Fuck it. Push the friggin' chips at center. Believe in your country. I'm barely believing in mine right now. We got this, girls. We got this. Let's take a look at the box score. 6 shots by the Americans, 8 for Canada, but these are going to start to go up here as the Americans are going to start on the power play. Canada is 0 for 2 on the power play right now. The Americans is 0 for 1, but like that doesn't count yet as their power play is they're 40 seconds into a power play. Canada slightly leading in the face-off department by 1, pretty much even. Where are the hits again? Does this stat sheet not show hits in women's hockey? That's so annoying. The U.S. are leading in hits. Only doing 5, so no sweat. I'll do over 1.5. She's roasting saying this is why you want. Oh my God. Again, I want to make this very clear. I don't judge. I don't care what way you swing. But if you step out like that, I don't care who it's with. You're a piece of shit. Man, I might have to make an MMA news reaction video from the road on the second channel. All right, still between periods, guys. Keep the comments coming. I just closed Discord, but I kind of want to open it now. All right, let's check out the poll question here. I already know where Sis voted. Well, I mean, I don't think physical appearance really has anything to do with it. And I'll say this from I have a friend who, let's just say, he speaks with a higher tone and in a cadence where, based off this statement, you would be like, how did I not? You'd say the same thing. The guy slays, and not like Dan Hooker, okay? So, vocal tone, cadence, appearance, does for the most part, unless you're like 11 out of 10 flamboyant, I guess. Fucking wearing peacock feathers and Lenny from Motorhead style shorts. Those ain't shorts, these are shorts. Then yeah, I don't think that matters. Yeah, see, like I disagree on that. Dude, I miss ramen noodles. I brought a couple on like the first leg of the road trip when we were like camping it. And to be honest, our room has a fucking stove, but I ate them all already. Yeah, dude. When put it this way, I always had my assumptions about this friend of mine until I went. I went and like spent some time hanging out with like him and his college friend, him and his friend group a couple years later, and yeah, looks and vocal tone sometimes can be deceiving. Because I felt like a peasant compared to these guys. Oh, all right. What did I say? Poll question. Hey, quality's not too bad, eh? Quality's not too damn. Sound like Dan Hooker. Will Canada play the United States in the men's gold medal game? 67% of you say yes. 22% of you say no. 11% of you ask, is this UFC? Vote. Yo, I can give out memberships too, eh? Let's fucking do it. Boom. Thank you guys for hanging out watching Olympic hockey with us. Smash that like button. We just gave 5 memberships out. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go. Oh, strange for sure. Like I said, I'll say it again. I don't judge on what way anybody swings. Sis and Vladdy, support it 100%. But if you step out on your partner, wife, dude, doesn't matter. You're a piece of shit. And so I don't think he's a little weird. I mean, I think he's a little weird, but I think he's a piece of shit. If that's the case. All right, we should be coming back from break here soon. They're showing some highlights.
The right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Oh, okay.
I just love Petrangelo's face. What's a rub off mean? By the way, Vladimir Tarasenko, he plays for the Minnesota Wild now. He's actually had a pretty good season. Dude, what the hell? It does. YouTube member only. God, this is not city life. I gotta watch what I say. This is a joint venture channel, and I'm the streamer. Yet I gotta. Hard out there for the white men, yeah, dude. Especially in the sport of hockey. Especially for Hockey Canada. See, that's funny. The irony now, it's fucked up, but it's hilarious. We must speak in code, yes. Until we get back to City Life chat, where everything gets demonetized anyways. More than Crazy Kev, I'll tell you that much. All right, period number 2, let's go, baby. Puck has dropped. That was a quick break. I was going to maybe step outside for a little something. I'm in Texas, so I got to tread lightly. But maybe we'll do it, maybe we'll do some push-ups between the second and third. Maybe I'll just drown myself if Canada is drown myself by drinking water, by the way, guys. YouTube. If Canada's down. Anyways, 1929. U.S. on the power play. Shot. Nice blocker save by Canada. Rebound goes to the left side. Unable to put that through. Canada in the corner. Gets to the defender behind the net. Rings it around the boards. Forcing it out. Here comes Canada. 2-on-1. Canada. 2-on-1. Pass. Backhand. Goal. Goal. Short-handed. 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 Let's go. Let's go. And Canada opens up the scoring short-handed, baby. Let's go. The speed that was gone in the first game is back. I'm not even watching it illegally. I'm watching it on NBC. What is going on here? Let's go. Canada scoring their first goal of the tournament against USA, which is fucking sad to say, given that they played in the preliminary round, but let's freaking go. O'Neal with the nasty backhand. And Sean Cosgrove right now is going, see, this is why you take the face-off in the offensive zone. And I do agree that was the right thing, but as a Canadian, I'm going, fuck yeah, thank God it was in the neutral, or it was at center ice. USA, USA, good to see you. 18:45, USA, 30 seconds remaining on their power play. Oh, and both Americans tripping over each other. Oh, they're still in this. They're still in this. 15 seconds. Wait, 1 sec, guys. I'm getting a knock. I need it. Thank you. I thought someone was complaining because I was screaming, but it was just the maid. Room service? No, thank you. Red, white, and blue ass whooping loading. Fuck you, US, bro. What's up, Lormager? Did I just say something racist? The NBC coverage has been getting flamed so hard. It's been bad. They're putting it on Peacock too. What the fuck? USA Today has been showing it, but I think it's just the NBC broadcast as well. 18:03 on the clock. We're going to get a whistle here in the American zone. Sometimes I read these names and I'm like, I got to be careful. Bro ain't NATO. I'm guessing bro's Canadian. I was going to bring my Canadian flag with me on this road trip, but I figured like Arizona with you know how many ICE checkpoints I had to drive through from Arizona to Texas? Bro, I was literally shitting my pants the whole time. 1750. Dude, Vladdy invented Peacock. 1740. Oh, Canada. Let's hope the women take it, and let's hope the men's take it in the semifinals and defeat. Who the fuck are they playing again? Finland. Oh, what a pass, man. What a pass. Whoop, and the little backhander. They're showing the replay of it right now. Oh, I'd say it just went to that one guy in the audience. I love that Canadian jersey. I love that Canada jersey. These white ones with the red maple leaf, not as bad. The black ones I can't stand. All right, Canada trying to get it out of the zone. Team USA gets it back. Edwards, left side, back to her defensive partner, but misses. Canada with the forecheck. Edwards, who was an absolute beast in the first game, not as noticeable here yet. And this puck's going to go into the bench, and some pushing and shoving from Canada. Let's go fight. Let's go, girls. Turnbull pushing and shoving as well. Oh, my God. There was a fight in the PWHL this year. See, Dan's going to get it worse and well-deserved from the fans because he cheated on his wife. versus like Molina, who was just living his best life. I'm from Canada. I live in the United States now, but yes, I'm from Vancouver Island, baby. But now I live in Minnesota. But right now I'm in Texas for work. And I'm out of a hotel right now, as you can see. But I wouldn't miss our girls fighting for gold. 1645. I was scared to bring my Canadian flag here because with all these ICE checkpoints, they're definitely going to throw me in a detention center. 1637. It was literally like Afghanistan. Middle of the desert, big ass tent, fucking checking your shit with machine guns over the shoulder. It's just fucking nuts. Oh, you shouldn't say machine guns, but I'm sure there's a turret somewhere. Definitely automatic. 1611. Behind the net is American net is Canada. Back up to the corner. Shot. Sharp angle shot. Rebound. No one there to take it home. Up the right side. Oh, I didn't know this was his second marriage. Like I said, I really only started to know about Dan Hooker about 5 years ago when he first started coming on Ariel Helwani's show, and I just remember him being a family man. That's why this is so like it's heartbreaking for his family, but just shitty all around. 1531. Oh, Edwards shot for the net. What a save! Pass right into the slot. What a save! Oh my god! It was a good initial save. I don't know if she might have missed the net. No net guard too for the Canadian goalie based. Oh, sorry. Okay, got you. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Well, she is gorgeous. They got a bunch of tattoos together too. Anyways. 15-16. Clearly, he was coping with something. And that something is out of the closet now. Jeez. Oh, the USA chance as Canada comes away with the puck, though, through center. Canada. Oh, nice pass for the tip. And that goes out of play and more pushing and shoving, man. There might be a fight. I mean, yeah, I don't. Those type of things I just roll my eyes at because, like, that's like saying, Jeff Molina only fought because he wanted to roll around with dudes. And, like, no, like, I actually know people who trained, they weren't tight with him, but they trained there. And, yeah, and let's just say, like, some of these people knew before. And, yeah, before it was leaked, we'll say. You're from Nepal? And you're a Canadian hockey fan? Let's go. That was very close. Too close. And you saw the Americans look to the heavens after that one. And the memes and stuff are going to be out of this world for the next few weeks. Shot by Canada, unable to put that through. I can't wait to go on Discord and hear what Denial has to say. Let's just say that. I'm both terrified and excited. And I'm sure fucking Skates chat is going nuts too. Matua's probably having a field day right now. Gio's probably going to get banned. Is Nepal NATO? Once again, got to do research. Oh, Canada with a shot blocked by Edwards. Again, this is a night and day Canada team from game one, but the Americans are certainly not out of it just yet. Hillary Knight dumps it in. Canada's defender gets it back, holding the line. Again, right? Napoleon Nitto with Fred. 13-38. Canada with it in the corner. Canada back to the blue line. Oh, surprise, surprise. Number 14 for Canada. Bumble fucks the puck again at the blue line. She's a wicked. Oh, now she just gave up the puck, and the United States got a shot on net. She may be fast. I'll give her that. She's got good skating, but number 14 for Canada can't handle the puck. She cannot handle the puck. Bumble fucking passes and cannot hold the blue line. Like I said, I love the Canadian. I love my Canadian women here, and I'm cheering for you, but I got to call out bullshit when I see it. And now she's in front of the net. I do like her skates. White skates, pretty fucking sick, but goddamn. Hey, what's up, Cheddar? Pay Cheddar. Pay him what is owed. Come on. This is the women's. 12:37. The Americans beat the Canadians 5-0 the preliminary round, though. For me, it means exactly the same, the women's and men's Cheddar. It's still our nation's best going at it. Harvey tried to send it at center. Canada can't clear it. How are you doing, by the way, Cheddar? Great to see you. Hope all is well. Sorry I haven't been streaming many fights. I'm still on the road. I'm about halfway through this podcast tour with the client. I'm in Austin, Texas right now. I'll be back in Arizona, then Utah again, and then back to Minneapolis March 4th or 6th. Because Canada's goalie and defense have been on par, and crashing the net is the American defender. I don't think there's going to be any calls or anything for this one. These are just hard checking in front of the net, but we will get a face-off in the American zone. Okay, yeah. Obviously, like the men's is going to be the more high level and probably more. Will be the more exciting game. But for me, this it holds the same amount of weight. If USA loses, it's a rigged. Now, remember what I said in the last stream? Canada lost the United States in the Four Nations preliminary round, and then what did they do? They beat them for gold, baby. Oh, got you. Honestly, I think the Americans were the favorite coming into this one. And I will say, as far as the gold goes, I think the Americans are the better team. And I think because their offense is pretty similar to Canada's, their defense is arguably better than Canada's. Or on this, I'll say this, Canada's offense, a little bit deeper. The Americans' defense, a little bit deeper. Americans' goaltending, on paper, better. But Jordan Binnington in Canada's netminder has been fine. Or has been good, I'll say, in this tournament thus far. And Jordan Binnington beat the Americans in the Four Nations. I got it like plus 250. Those are really good odds. Because, again, Canada's the favorite. I get it. I would say U.S. close second. And now, fuck, man. Slovakia could be the dark horse. Slovakia might beat the Americans. They could beat the Americans. Just like the Finns could beat Canada, the pesky Finns. Switzerland almost beat the Finns yesterday. They were up by 2, 5 minutes left. Finns tie it, beat them in overtime. USA in this was like minus 475, now minus 110. I get that, though, because they absolutely destroyed Canada in the preliminaries 5-0. But again, Canada did not have their captain, Marie-Philippe Poulin. And Canada's goaltender has been playing a lot better so far in this one. All right, U.S. wins the faceoff. USA charging forward. U.S. keeps it in. Yes, he might not play in the semis. Leg injury. Lower body injury. $11 minutes, Canada. Pressuring again. U.S. dumps it in. But yeah, Crosby is fucking hurt, which is terrifying, but at least we got fucking McDavid and McKinnon still. Oh, Canada. Nice opportunity by the Americans on the left side. Pad save by Canada. Canada behind the net. Right corner, battling on the right wall, back to the blue line. Look, the Americans can hold the net. Edwards with a shot. Saved by Canada. Rebound doesn't get through. Let's go. Is it Lore? Is that your name? Lore? 10 minutes. Puck chipped away by Abby Murphy. A diving Canadian takes her down. No call. It wasn't. I don't think it was a tripping. They both went down, just kind of dove for it. Abby Murphy, though, able to ring that puck around the net again and now battling in the neutral zone. USA, they dump it in. 9:44. Sorry that the mic quality ain't great and that I'm in a fucking hotel, not my office, but I'm on the road. So obviously haven't been able to stream as much, but definitely dialed into these important games. Spinning back past the slot, and Canada can't get the shot off. Shots 11-12 USA. Canada 0 for 2 on their power play, but they got one shorthanded goal as the Americans are 0 for 1 on theirs. 0 for 1 and -1 on theirs. US dump it back in the Canada zone. Not as confident of a US team, guys. They weren't playing the dump and chase game in game one. They were controlling that puck over the blue line, knocking girls down. Edwards was the star of that game. Edwards with the shot doesn't get through. Murphy with the shot doesn't get through. Abby Murphy, the Minnesota Golden Gopher. What a pass to the slot. Saved by Canada. Canada's goalie playing out of her mind right now. How did she save that? And another save for Canada. She's playing out of her mind good right now, guys. Those opportunities led by Abby Murphy were insane. 9:25 to get a USA goal, or I've lost Vadim. He's going to treat me like... Oh, jeez. I haven't seen any waggle golf yet. Hats in the audience. Without the context, 11 out of 10. A certain person's island weird. I would say with context, a solid 6.5. Still over 500. All right, quick little TV timeout when we get back to it, guys. Appreciate every single one of you joining us here today. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Shout out to all the members. How the fuck did Sis and Smoles not get a membership? Who even got the friggin' memberships? Shadahead didn't get it either? Pizza Wing Jelani. Yo, shout out to Jelani, by the way. City Lifer. 77 Racing. Talon Rem, me, and Dave. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, man, I love Jordan 2 before the father came out in defense. I was hurt. Yeah, I'm glad you fed me the context right away, too, or I would have... God, today would have been a weird day. It's already a weird day. Let's just say that. Right? YouTube's being racist, man. 8:35. We're going to have another whistle as puck goes out of play. Did any of you guys catch the game this morning? Switzerland beating Sweden to win silver for the women's. And equally, did you guys watch in an equal tone? Did you guys watch any of the games yesterday? 2 nail biters. Canada winning in overtime. United States winning in overtime. Both advancing to the semis, where the States will play the pesky Slovaks, who I think now are the best dark horse in this tournament. Definitely, I think, have played a better tournament than the Finns. Hey, Dave, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging out. Love me some hockey. Americans single-handedly trying to get a shot on net and gets taken down in the corner. No call on that one. Possibly a little bit of a holding / late hit, but no icing either, Layla Edwards, who honestly was responsible for that goal against the Americans. USA with speed. Kendall Schofield doesn't get that backhand up, and Canada back with the puck, right side. Nice pass, tipped in. But reinforcements late to enter, and USA with it. Now breaking out of their zone. 7:14. The Americans dump it in. Corner. Oh, big hit by Canada. Let's fucking go. Knocking down girls. Let's go. US still fighting for it, though. Canada behind the net. It's not over yet, buddy. It's not over yet. We still have a whole period of hockey to play. And 7 minutes remaining in this one. USA coming up that right side with speed. Again, man, in the preliminary game, the Americans were the bigger, faster, and stronger team. Size-wise, they're still bigger, but Canada's throwing the body around. Canada's matching them in speed. And skill-wise, I mean, you can see that there's some single players, like Abby Murphy, for example, who are doing amazing things, dancing with the puck right now. But Canada, by committee, seems to be dialed in, and what a rebound! Unable to get that shot back were the Americans, but they are pressing. Oh my God, shot by Team USA, blocked in front. USA about to lose their stripes if they don't score this period. 5:58, and what a missed opportunity by the Americans, but Canada messes up that hit. Big girl there for the United States. What's her number? She came in offside. Who is that? I know Layla Edwards is pretty tall, but come on. Now the camera's just going to the wrong girl as well. Well, now we're going to a TV timeout. Whoever that was, beast, man. Beast. Looks like we might have an injured or hurt Canadian player as well. She took some damage in front of the net. We'll see. We'll see. It's a very close game. It's a very close game. A very competitive game, too. I mean, this is a hell of a gold medal game. Tight, 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 as Tuco would say. Hello, hello. Don't disappoint Mr. Trump. Canada. Where's everybody watching from? I don't know what that means, and I'm scared to read it. This number one bullshit, brother. Dude, you're only down one. Only down one. Canada, get this. Canada going into the third period in the last game was down 4. So, down 4, and you guys had like twice as many shots as us as well. You're still leading in shots, by the way. Canada's goaltender, I'll say this. She's been dialed, man, and the Canadians have been willing to throw the body around. Tom Brady's watching. Don't disappoint Tom Brady. But yeah, Canada has definitely been willing to throw the body around a little bit more. It's weird watching this on NBC, like an American broadcast. I'm so growing up, I watched everything on TSN or CBC or Sportsnet, so the American bias on the television is a little weird. 5:35. USA wins the faceoff. Dude, yeah. They do have their captain back in the lineup, which I think helped settle the lines a little bit, Marie-Philippe Poulin, but she is playing hurt. Just honestly, the goaltending is a lot better, and by committee, they're playing a lot better. Number 14 for Canada, though. She's quick, but she's been bumblefucking the puck at the blue line, and I'm a little scared when I see her on the ice. I'm not going to lie. Layla Edwards sends that puck in. No, they touched it. They're going to call that icing. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm pretty sure the American touched that, but 5:05, this faceoff will come in the neutral zone. God, this chair is... I'm not a fan. That's all I'm going to say. Canada wins the faceoff. Shot! Rebound. Unable to poke that through. Canada holds the line. Oh, pass tip. What a save by the Americans. What a save. A diving left pad save by Team USA. 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Canada keeping this in. Canada back to the blue line. Right corner. Being checked. Sends it back down, and Canada bumblefucking at the blue line. Abbotsford, BC. Nice, dude. I'm from Vancouver Island originally. Oh my God, sis. I mean, you got to be the first to make one and at least test the waters with it in our Discord. But yes, oh my God. That's better than my John Jones tweet. Is that where you're from? I'm not sure what that means, my friend. I'm not sure what that means. Shout out to Abby, though, man. Love Abbotsford. Here's a hop skipping away from Hope in the mountains. And shout out to the Abbotsford Canucks. My buddy Joe LeBate plays for them. Great save by the American netminder. Beautiful glove save as she's been tested here and busy in the last few minutes. And Canada taking over in the faceoff department as well. Yeah, is that where you're from? That's what I'm asking. Oh, you're from Nepal. That's right. You're from Nepal. Sorry about that. United States wins the faceoff. Dude, you know what's crazy is I have family in Bellingham. Bellingham's fucking awesome. It's one of my favorite cities in Washington. Towns, we'll call it. 4 minutes remaining. And the Canadian crowd going crazy as one of the audience members caught the puck and he's losing his mind right now. That is awesome. So puck went up and out of play, and a Canadian player caught it, and the camera went to him. He's losing his mind right now. No, Bellingham's dope. I love that market right in the city. I'm sure people who live there hate it, but I love going there. Love the food, love the beer, love the people, love the ocean, love the hiking. Yeah, no, Bellingham's fucking awesome. And it's so close to the border, and it's close-ish to Olympia where you can take a ferry right to Victoria as well. Dude, Shamrock may not be the best UFC level fighter, but he's a top-tier troller. And he's like 1/3 African, so he's got the pass. And so his tweets are just insane. They're like Paulo Costa, except he's actually black, and Paulo Costa just thinks he is. Cross-ice pass by Canada, unable to slow it down. Yeah, I think my mom went to university just outside of Bellingham. Share it all in Discord, and I will catch up on it later today, I promise. Later tonight, I got to finish posting the UFC highlights, which I did post a couple more, but I'm going to post the rest of them tonight. As I saw, what's his name? Josiah Wells is now fighting. What fuck? I know his name, but Jacoby Smith? That'll be a fun fight. Wells is good. Hey, what's up, Dave? Let's go. 228. Oh, Thompson cuts in. Backhand by Canada. Save by the Americans. YouTube got to give smaller creators more love. I know, dude. It's insane. Like, I say it all the time. I put way, like, as a collective group, we put way more time into this channel than City Life. This channel has been around longer than City Life, and we only just hit 3,000 subscribers, which, hey, thank you to everybody who continues to help build this channel. We fucking love you. To the moon. Backhand opportunity by the Americans, and what a save by Canada. Puck goes behind the net, though. 209. How are your streams going? I try to jump in and drop a like whenever I see you live, my man. Returning the love and support. How are the streams going? What are some of the best games that either get you traction or that like the audience like to watch you fucks with? I love the grocery store game, but I think you should start doing the weed shop game. Penguin Zero made a funny series on that back in the day. Another shot by the Americans at the blue line. Puck tipped left and wide. Canada has it behind the net, right corner. Nice job by the Americans holding the puck there. Canada with a nice check, and the Americans go down, but holding it, shot at the blue line. Canada forced to make another save. Layla Edwards was at the blue line. Unable to be checked was Layla Edwards. Left side, shot at the slot. Saved by Canada. And she had no idea where the puck was. Edwards, blue line. Left side, left wall. Shot. Canada sweeps away the rebound. This is going to go all the way to the American netminder, so no icing. Solid and Grand Theft Auto, and bro, I've seen the weed shop. I think I'm going to buy. Dude, it's so much fun. It's literally Sims, but a weed shop. It's so... if I had time, I'd fucks with it, but instead I just watched Penguin Zero play while I worked. 47 seconds left, and I'd say, man, Canada's been the better team in the second period. Let's go. 2K used to get views, but it's just such a cancer. It's 1,000 times worse than MMA YouTube. Oh, shit. Then that must be really bad. Canada wins the faceoff, battling in the neutral zone. Backhand. Not going to be icing as they were over the line. 30 seconds left. Canada with it. Shot. Doesn't get through. Canada's still with it, though. Slot. Top of the circle. Shot again. Looking for the tip rebound. Unable to get it. 21 seconds. Do the Americans have one more rush to them? Canada with the turnover. Or the American turnover to Canada. Bouncing puck. Unable to get that shot off. 16 seconds left. And we're going to have another face-off before the end of the period. Shots 20 apiece for these teams, ladies and gentlemen. I'd play someone in a game, beat them, and then they would... Oh, wow. That's so fucked up. That's so messed up. Dude, they're like fucking 12 to 15-year-olds probably playing 2K. Like, what is this? Yes. Oh, Canada won the faceoff and a shot that goes left and wide. 10 seconds left. Canada holds the line. Behind the net. 5 seconds. Spinorama, but it hits the back of the net. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the second period. Canada 1-0 against the Americans. Scored that shorthanded as well. USA playing so sloppy. They're frazzled, I think, for the first time in the tournament, Chris Cushman. That's what I think it is. Because the first period, they played fine. They played dialed. Canada just wasn't as shitty as they were in the preliminary game. This second period, though, I think Canada got a little momentum at times. The United States had their moments too. Like, Canada's goalie was forced to make some damn good saves. Canada's only leading by 1 in shots, but they are getting the better in the face-off dot. Now, the Americans had a few good ones there at the end, but they are getting the better of the Americans in the face-offs. And I don't think the Americans have been tested this much in this tournament yet. And I think, quite frankly, that is frazzling them a little bit. I'm never playing 2K. Mind you, I feel like a nomad these days. Living out of a freaking podcast studio, sauna, and trailer, but it is what it is. Dude, I'm so fucking stoked you guys are watching international hockey with me. I miss the City Life crew, and it's cool to have a few of you guys. I miss the Sota Pod crew as well. Let's be honest. But I miss my streaming homies. So it's good to be with you guys here today. Team USA will play better in the third period. We shall see. We shall see. Like I said, I thought Team USA had a fine first period. I think the second period they had their moments, but I just don't think they've been frazzled like this. I don't think they've faced adversity in this tournament yet. And they probably were a little confident coming in against the Canadians. Do you guys remember that Haley Wickenheiser quote? Hold on, let me find it. Hold on, let me find it. Yes! Now, don't get me wrong. The rivalry is not as heated right now. But it used to. The U.S.-Canadian women's hockey rivalry used to be out of this world. Because think about it. Now with the PWHL and a lot of these girls playing college hockey together, playing pro hockey together, it's just different, right? It's kind of like the NHL. Like it's still heated. There was a fight in the Olympics, which doesn't happen, featuring Tom Wilson and the Canadians. But before all the women's pro leagues, it was just international play. So they were the big dogs, and they hated each other, man. I remember the United States, I believe it was in Salt Lake. They were like stomping on the Canadian jersey in the locker room, walking all over it pre-game. Little bad karma there as Canada kicked their ass and beat them, and this famous quote came from it. Hold on, I got to put in headphones for this one. This one gives me a chill. Haley Wickenheiser, one of the greatest women's hockey players of all time.
Haley, have you ever seen any penalties in my life? I've never seen anything like it.
It was absolutely atrocious, but you know what? The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Boom!
The Americans had our flag on their floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it.
Oh, dude. One of the best mic drop moments in, I'm just going to call it pro sports because it is pro sports. I guess Olympic is technically amateur, but you know what I mean. Oh, that just gives me chills. Sorry to all the Americans watching, but like, bitch. Again, the rivalry right now is not as heated as it was in the Haley Wickenheiser days, but oh, that still gives me chills, man. That one cuts deep. If you subbed in Gavin McKenna for Canada and Connor McJesus for men, who wins this game? Wait, what? McKenna is, I guess he's not too young, but he didn't make Team Canada. Connor McJesus did make Team Canada, obviously. Macklin Celebrini, though, I think he's one of the youngest Olympians ever. I think Eric Lindros might have been the only one younger than him. I mean, McJesus would probably carry. Again, Gavin McKenna's he was 17 a few months ago. He just turned 18 years of age. Connor McDavid, I believe, is almost 28 and has played in the NHL and who is arguably the best player in the NHL. So, like, it's apples to oranges. It's a prospect who we don't even know can play pro hockey yet. Probably, right? He's going to go top in the draft. But, you know, there are draft busts. There are guys who rip it up in college, rip it up in junior, in all sports, and then maybe just can't make it in the pros. So it's a very, very high floor, I imagine, for Gavin McKenna, but like we don't know his ceiling just yet. Both of them help the respective teams, though, just because I think of the speed and strength factor. Other than Kendall Aucoin, is it Kendall Aucoin Schofield? other than Schofield, who is one of the few female hockey players out there who actually can skate faster than some of the NHL men. She came to one of the All-Star games and was like matching times of some of the men NHL skaters. For the most part, bigger, faster, stronger. That's biology. And Gavin McKenna's probably the size of the women, given that he's 18 years of age. Although, Buddy's got a good hook. Beat the shit out of that kid who called his mom a whore. Guy had to get his freaking jaw sewn. Now, do I condone NHL top prospects beating the shit out of guys outside bars / restaurants? No. But what a beauty. He pulled the Kevin Bieksa, and it was in defense of his fucking mom. There you go. If you know, you know. All the MMA fans in the chat are like, what are you talking about, Isha? Who the fuck's Kevin Bieksa? Worlds Collided, actually, as Era Hawani interviewed Kevin Bieksa the other day. One more period, baby. One more period. He's got that Shia LaBeouf energy. Just do it. Just do it. He's so funny though. Like I fucks with Shia LaBeouf. I like most of his movies, and though I think at times in his life he has been and probably maybe is still a piece of shit, some of his interviews and some of his podcasts are just really fun to listen to. Some are actually kind of inspirational. Some are like, holy crap, you are in one. And just some of the stories are hilarious. Him talking about filming Holes was crazy. By the way, Holes, great movie. One of the few movies that was better than the book. Imagine if he was actually like selling himself though. Then it would be spot on. He just got arrested for fighting at a bar again. Oh, that sucks. I heard he was okay, that makes sense now. That ties it together. But I mean, he's fought a few people at bars. Pulling the Conor McGregor. Peanut Butter Falcon is really good. Damn, because I thought he's been clean for a little while. But damn. Well, I hope we can get better again. All right, we are still in intermission here, guys. Shots 21-20 for the Canadians, 23-19 faceoffs. 0 for 1 on the penalty, or 0 for 1 on the power play for Team USA, and they got scored on shorthanded as well. So like -1 on a freaking power play. All right, we're listening to Hillary Knight right now, captain of Team USA. She says, we're a really fast team. We got to put the heat on them, and we haven't been playing to what we've been capable of thus far. And I agree, Hillary Knight. I agree. Absolute legend, by the way. 14 goals in the Olympics. Not this, but in her Olympic career. Yeah. It's the Game Bread tournament, right? They're clearly not testing for steroids, so based. It's got to be better than the Ryzen Heavyweight Grand Prix. Bare knucks, not testing for steroids, and actually bringing some capable fighters. I'm surprised. Wait, sis, can you double check? Is Soldalkin in that tournament? Can you double check that for me? Is Soldalkin in that tournament? He's the Ryzen Heavyweight Grand Prix winner. I feel like he would fit in perfectly. He pisses hot for steroids. He superior rule set knees his way out of the UFC. He fights kind of boring in the second and third round. I mean, that fits what we are about to watch, right? So Dawkins isn't. Oh, swing and a miss, Chris Cushman. Swing and a miss, and I bet Jay Wolf's all pissed off about it. You know, I'm literally gonna make a comment in the We Are Rising podcast Discord right now and poke at Jay Wolf. By the way, every hockey fan watching third period is coming up here in just a couple minutes. Looking at some of the highlights here as the Swiss beat the freaking Swedes to win bronze earlier this morning, man. What a story for Team Switzerland. It would have been an even better story if the men made it to the semifinals. They blew their lead. 2-0 lead with 5 minutes left in the third period yesterday. The Finns ended up, tying up the game and then beating the Swiss in overtime. And now Canada will play Finland tomorrow in the semifinals. The USA will play Slovakia. Thank you. Okay, no problem. He's he's good, don't get me wrong, but Jay Wolf's like how Dan Hooker sees Patty the Batty, I think is how Jay Wolf sees Soldakin. Just saying. Love you, Jay Wolf, but like, man. I do have sunglasses. No way. The mod. This is hilarious. The mods, the We Are Rising podcast Discord, blocked the word Soldakin. That is so funny. That is awesome. Sorry, guys. Can't believe they sanctioned Tyson for Floyd, dude. Dumbest shit I've ever seen. And I've seen some dumbass shit. I've seen Jake Paul as a boxer, which is some pretty dumbass shit. This is dumber than the Paul brothers boxing. Yeah, it's insane. Well, because they just know it's fake. Like, Floyd is just gonna do a couple jabs and just run around, basically. How many rounds is it? Floyd has always hated Mike too. I just don't see the world where they don't go out there and hurt him. It's not like Jake liked him. And money talks. We'll pay you $40 million to not beat up the old man, but don't get hit and jab him up. Okay. No. That's the Floyd Mayweather business right now, is just show up, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Go home. He's on the Vladdy program.
The right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Okay.
What's a rub off mean? They're doing it in like the Dominican Republic, so they're definitely not testing. You know, I mean, Mike Tyson is obvious, and I don't blame him. He's obvious on peptides and probably a smorgasbord of other things. Honestly, he's figured it out. I don't know, bro. Valley program has a lot of smashing. Some Chimaev style smashing? Smash. Wait, I saw, and I don't know if this was real or not. I saw that Chimaev has a fight booked. Is that fake? I thought it was fake, so I didn't even retweet it or anything. Oh, sorry. You're talking about even better. Oh my God. Yes. Of course they're not testing. Usman's in there. He literally is suspended. Think it's fake? Okay. I figured I figured the UFC wouldn't allow that, right? God, I got friggin' Texas sweat stains on my favorite hat. I'm going to have to pick up another one. Shout out to Waggle Golf. And speaking of Waggle Golf, guys, right after this break, we'll be back for the third period. Quick word from our sponsors. This stream, not interview, is brought to you by...
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle. Waggle is a golf term, so their origin is obvious. But, like you and I, their roots extend well beyond the tee box. Waggle is rooted in early mornings on the water and late nights around the campfire, in lacing up the skates, and in casting a line. These hobbies and passions are what inspire their team daily to create apparel that makes you say, wow, this was made for me. Because, really, it was. Waggle's biggest sale of the year is live right now. Hats, polos, pants, shorts, jackets, flannels, socks, everything is 30% off. We pulled together a list of our all-time favorite products, so make sure you shop the link in the description.
Shout out to our friends at Waggle Golf, always keeping me fly as fuck. Quick shout out to my friend Josh Letty, his podcast /brand / new YouTube channel called Get Sweaty with Letty. With all this Dan Hooker talk, I understand how sus that sounds, but he's a health and wellness brand, and his gimmick is his style is he interviews his guests in a sauna, which from a production standpoint, holy fuck, let me tell you, it's been a nightmare for a little while, but we got it dialed. Waggle, get your waggleon.com. Good to see you, Nay. Good to see you. So go check out my friend's YouTube channel. That is the reason I am in Texas producing his content. So there you go. All right, we are back. Third period, ladies and gentlemen. Puck has dropped 19:44 on the clock. If you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all the amazing folks in the live chat. Sorry, I don't have a good mic. Sorry, I'm not in my studio. I'm literally on a work trip in Austin, Texas, in a hotel room right now. So we're giving you the best we can. I'm excited for it. I wonder what gang affiliation Gamebred got the money from. Like, what mob did he get the money from? Oh, shot by the Americans, a diving Canada goalie. USA still has it. Canada lost their stick. The goalies lost their stick. Team USA with it in the corner. Anthony Smith. Look, Lionheart's run... He did have a good run in the UFC, but it has been, since. I just don't think he trains like he used to. 19 minutes. And Canada is going to ice it. David, the score is 1-0. Look on screen, buddy. Look on screen. It's literally on the top of the screen here and on the bottom of the screen. 1-0 for the Canadians. And they scored shorthanded. They're 0 for 2 on the power play, but they did score shorthanded. Face-off to the right of the Canadian netminder. Canada wins the face-off. Behind the net, passing up the left side. Missing it. So this might be another icing. It is going to be another... Wait, what? No idea how that wasn't waved off. Someone must have touched it in the corner. Right? His YouTube channel completely died after leaving the pod. Yeah, no problem, David. No problem, dude. Good to see you. I know if you're watching on like a phone, it's kind of hard to see. No, I mean, I used to really cheer for Anthony Smith. Now I'm kind of like, shrug. 1838, USA coming out strong in this third period. Canada single-handedly getting this into the American zone. 18-27. USA, right side, they dump it in. I will say the Americans haven't had a lot of success in the dump and chase game plan in the second period, but so far it's kind of working for them in the first 2 minutes of this one as Canada hasn't really gotten their skates under them yet. States, sharp angle shot! And that goes behind the net and wide. Canada with it on the left side. Canada tries to dump it in as they finish their change. Oh, dude, they stomped Canada in the preliminary round, 5-0. They're a big, fast, strong, and skilled team. They looked a little bit frazzled in the second period, but they looked pretty dialed in the first. Exactly, yeah. And again, who am I to tell an athlete when to retire? It's not my place, but just it seemed like he fought a couple more times too many. You know what I mean? And maybe it was because the UFC kept giving him opportunities because he would weigh in his backups and stuff like that, but I don't know. Canada, 2-on-2. Nice pass, shot, and that doesn't get through. Hits an American skate and goes up. Not out of play as Team USA has it. Dumping it in as the Americans make a change. Big shout out to everyone in the live chat, by the way. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Vote in the poll question. Just like number 14 is for Canada has been bumble fucking the puck at the blue line. I've been bumble fucking my words to the start of this third period. Canada tried forcing it into the American zone. They pick her pocket, and they send it back behind the Canada net. USA, nice job picking the pocket of the Canadian, but not being able to find the girl in front, and she whips this all the way back down the American zone, and this is going to be icing. So one of the Canadians must have touched this if they're calling it icing. If you didn't grab bro's neck, his career would have been ended that night. That's true. I totally forgot about that. Petrino, right? No, 100%. Okay, now I'm a little less bullish. I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember that. Okay, no, I don't know what that whistle was for. But anyways, face off at center, so no icing. I remember that. We all lost our minds watching that together. And puck goes out of play. Man, choppy start to the third period. My God. Again, shots 22-21 for the Canadians. Face-offs, Canada. 2 more face-offs. I mean, it's been as close of a game as you can draw it up to be, ladies and gentlemen. Another puck back at center. 16-24. USA wins the faceoff. I predict USA will win, and Hillary Knight is going to score the game-winning goal. 16-12. Canada trying to get it out of their zone. Right wall. 2-on-2 battling for it. Canada sends it to the neutral zone. USA dumps it back in. USA definitely making Canada work here early. Good hit by the Americans. Canada can't clear the zone. USA player falls, and Canada able to flip this into the American zone, chasing. USA about to set up. Yeah. John Jones, Chris Brown, banned from the Olympics. Nice takeaway by Canada. Then the Americans get a takeaway as well. Beautiful pass. Looking for someone in the slot. Nobody in the slot, and Canada gets it back. Some scary plays here by the Americans. 15-10. United States trying to complete that cross-ice pass to the neutral zone. They don't get it, and Canada whips this around the boards, and nice pass. Oh, it was a nice pass, but unable to retrieve it was the Canadian, and she gets hit behind the net, but Canada able to keep that puck in the American zone. Oh, Canada bouncing off the American player. There's that size difference. Well, reverse check by the Americans. Nice pass by Team USA. Shot. Good job poking that away was the American netminder. Canada with it through the neutral zone. USA gets it from Nurse, and they're able to regroup. Petrino shot for the takedown right into a guillotine. It was like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, I don't have the Hank clip, but you know, maybe he was doing his best Bulgarian impression. Although those do happen. People have dove into guillotines before. Nice shot by the Americans and an even better glove save by Canada. What a game. 14 minutes left on the clock, and this is another nail biter, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to our first TV timeout of this period. Nice. Wait, hasn't Cage Warriors always had yellow gloves? Or were they using white ones? I thought Cage Warriors has always been using yellow gloves. Did they switch to white, or am I thinking M1 Globe? UAE Warriors? God, I feel so out of the loop, man. Now I actually feel like a fake MMA YouTube channel. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. By the way, big shout out to you guys who are supporting us here today, who are hanging out watching with us here today. Obviously, it's Olympics. I can't show you the content, but it's been fun talking to you guys as we provide updates. We're still in the TV timeout. We are aiming to do the U.S. semifinal game tomorrow, and then obviously Canada versus USA. I'm going out Saturday night, so I may still be. I won't be hungover, but I may still be drunk. So that will be a fun one. Interesting. When you sell it, I thought about it, and I kept thinking of Patty and those yellow gloves and orange shorts. Yep. Yes, it is. That's what I'm aiming for. My schedule right now is just a moving target because my client is just trying to book. He's already booked a lot of podcasts, but he's booking podcasts with like big name freaking million and billionaires. And yeah, they've been changing times on us left, right, and center. So 13-14 on the clock, and the Americans have it behind the Canadian net. Send it back to the blue line. Harvey, who had a great game against the Canadians in the preliminary game. Same with Edwards. Both of them have been a little quiet in this one. Let's go Marner. I mean, Marner's not playing in this game, but yes, Marner, like Quinn Hughes for the Americans, was the savior for Canada. Nice shot by Team USA. Great right pad save by Canada. No, I don't think Molina would want to associate with a cheating fuck like Dan Hooker. Like I said about Molina, like he didn't cheat on his wife. He was just doing his thing. So like I don't understand the issue with Molina other than the gambling scandal. Do what you want to do. As far as that, I don't judge in that sense at all. I get the outrage with the gambling scandal. I don't understand the outrage of him doing his thing. But Dan Hooker stepped out of his marriage, and that's what's fucked up about the situation. 12:42. Yeah, I know people. I literally know people who like have trained and trained with him, and they put it this way: they all knew which way he swung. He didn't really hide it, other than to like us public, right? And I didn't know, but I like asked some friends, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like that's Jeff." Shot by Canada, right pad save by the Americans, and unable to put it home. But yes. Dan Hooker can be the punchline now moving forward because he's a shitty person. Canada with it. Back to the blue line. Shot, and that goes up and out of play. I think even like No Chill MMA, he probably is going to hate me for saying this, but like he's even done, I think, wrestling camps with Molina. So when all this shit came out, he was like, fuck, man. Like, I know he's a good guy, but, no chill. Boom. 11:51. In Canada, unable to get it out of their zone. U.S. keeps it or sends it back in as they change. 11:36. Oh, USA unable to get that shot off in front. That was a beautiful pass. USA pressuring. And Barnes with the shot in front. And Canada makes the save. Dude, Canada's goaltender has been out of this world good in this game. The Americans are buzzing. They have been having the better third period thus far. And a little pushing and shoving in front of the net as well. Again, big shout out to everyone in the live chat here. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Vote in the poll question. 11:18, nearing the halfway point. $11:03. $11:52. And we're going to have a whistle? Okay, as this went outside. I was like, I don't think there's a penalty there. I know this went outside the line. Maple love all the way, bro. I'm going to fucking chug so much maple syrup tonight. And then when the men beat the Americans, when they both make the gold medal game, I'm going to drink so much maple whiskey. I'm going to keep the buzz going after the party Saturday night. The style of hockey is very frustrating, but I imagine if the U.S. men win gold, this is how they'll play. Absolutely. It's funny how like both teams kind of played like this in this game in the first period, because the first period was pretty brutal as far as entertainment-wise. Second period is when things started to open up a little bit and each team had their chances. But it's a close game, man, and that's what you want in these ones. You don't want the blowout because it ain't entertaining. I say this all the time. I'd rather Canada win or lose by 1 or 2 than either team blowing each other out. Than Canada blowing out the States 5-0 or the States blowing Canada out again 5-0. Hey, what's up, Ron? Good to see you, buddy. I'm in Texas right now, fam, so I didn't dare bring my Canadian flag, but we're rooting for the Maple Leaf. I'm the token Canadian on the Sota Pod. I'm the only Canadian creator / face on this channel, so I know 10K Takes are doing their live stream as well. Shout out to them, but oh, Canada, baby. It's not over, though. I'm sweating. Look at that. I'm sweating. And I'm sitting next to an AC, so ain't that Texas heat, even though it's fucking like 80 degrees out today. 10 minutes on the clock, halfway through. Can the Americans tie it up and force overtime for the gold medal? Oh, Schofield with a nice sharp angle shot. Stick save by Canada. Canada having issue getting it out of the net. Hillary Knight bulldozes the Canadian player as she goes down. Dude, Knight has the dopest skates. Holy fuck. Oh, block shot by Canada. Dives in front of it. She's John Tortorella's new favorite player, and she's Canadian. Dude, Austin. All I gotta say, I didn't realize. Oh, Stacy, man, her right hand looks hurt. She blocked that shot with her right glove. Oh my God. Ouch. Yeah, Austin, Texas. Holy fuck, dude. It's so hot here. Girls just walk around in yoga pants and crop tops. Or even less. Everywhere. It's great. I was going to go to Dallas on Friday, but I'm like, fuck that. I like Austin. I'm just going to stay here. I heard it snowed 6 inches and then froze. On the edge of my seat. I know, Bobby. Good to see you. Shout out to Bobby. Super slick. So like 3 near crashes. Damn. Yeah. When I drove back from the last LFA event at Mystic Lake, it took me almost 2.5 hours to get home from Mystic Lake to like central, just north of downtown. Like not quite Blaine, but around that area. It took me 2.5 hours to get from Mystic Lake, we'll say, to Blaine. Because I only could go 30 miles per hour, or else I was... And they cook good. Might have to take one back to Minnesota. I'm going to try. I've only been there for Austin city limits before. COVID seems like a cool place. It's awesome. I thought, yeah, it's awesome. It's a little country. It's a little hipster. It's a lot. Everyone is just running. So much running. I love it. And also, I've gone to 2 really good restaurants so far. Tomorrow, I think Friday, I'm like going out on the town. Saturday, I'm going, and I'm not going to like drink or anything, a couple beers here and there, but like Saturday, I'm going to a concert. And that's going to be like I said, I'm probably still going to be drinking beers in the morning for the gold medal game. USA, what's up, fabulous foxes? So yeah, so expect Sunday morning. I'm not going to be hungover. I'm probably still going to be drunk. But Friday night, we're going to a couple of restaurants just to like probably just to share a few like main courses or appies between a few of us. And a friend of my client who comes to Austin like 5 times a month, or not 5 times a month, 5 times a year. He's got like a place here, and yeah, he's going to show us around the town. So I'm pretty stoked. All right. Finally back from this like quick TV timeout. Face off at center. Dude, I saw Tiki knocked him out. 8:44. The former UFC fighter and Rampage manager, Tiki. I saw him knock him out with a big right hand. US dumps it in. I think so too, because almost everybody I've met didn't grow up here. Only like 3 people I've met so far, and I've been here for like 5 days, have actually grown up in Austin. My cousin being one of them, actually. I have a cousin out here, and he was born and bred in Texas and Austin. I have a few other cousins who are in like Dallas, and I think one was in Houston as well. That's amazing. People like you get slapped. 7:54, Canada, trying to pressure this into the American zone, but USA doing a good job of clearing it. Icing waved off. Canada behind the net. Yeah, I think Dallas the same way. Oh, okay. Everybody in Austin says Austin's better than Dallas. Probably everyone in Dallas says Dallas is better than Austin. Wraparound opportunity by Canada, but nice save. Pad save by the Americans, and Team USA pushing the Canadian players down, protecting the goaltender, clearing the crease. I was going to go up to Dallas on Friday, but I elected to stay in Austin, mostly because I had some family who were like, we couldn't really see you much. And I was like, okay, it's like a 2-hour drive up. And I was like, if I'm only going to go up for a dinner, whatever. Go Canada. What's up, Chubby? Wait, was he actually disqualified? Did you guys see about the poking scandal? Oh my God, the memes are amazing. What's up, Denial? I could see Denial being a wicked curler. Like, isn't Duluth like one of the meccas for curling in the United States? I think Dallas has more women because it's bigger. Oh yeah, probably, but maybe not the same quality. I did. Thankfully for the play-by-play, why is NBC showing figure skating? Go to USA Today or USA Network. 7:16 or Peacock. I lived in Plano, Dallas area when I was 13. It was nice, but I don't think they have it as cool. But downtown and maybe more traffic. It is bigger, yeah. Nobody should be, in my opinion, and wonder how long he's gotten away with that trick. And I like curling Ashley the spot in Grand Rapids to do it as well. Nothing as fancy as Duluth. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I had a amazing little curling barn when I grew up. United States have it to the blue line. Back to the blue line. 6:41. Shot behind the net. Canada retrieves it. Right side. Still not out of the zone. Okay, back at center. Oh! That's interference. That's interference. Oh! What a hit by USA! Absolutely destroyed the Canadian chick, and there's going to be a penalty on that one. The first hit, no penalty. Interference as fuck. I honestly think the second hit was cleaner. But they're taking her off the ice. Oh, she's still hurt. Nasty hit. And people say women's hockey is boring. Come on, fucking idiots. Oh, she's not doing well. The trainer's out there. But Midgie had a curling club and went to school out there. Nice, dude. I fucking love Minnesota. So my friend's construction company, I guess the puck was still there. I thought the puck was like a foot away from her. So the first call where I was saying was interference as fuck may not have been interference as fuck. But the second hit, now that I see it in slow-mo and from this camera, that was right on the numbers. I thought that was on the side, but that was right on the numbers. We might see a major. We might see a major. That was right on the numbers. And number 23 for Canada is going down the tunnel. Okay, no major, minor penalty for boarding. She got fucking smashed, dude. So Canada will go on the power play. It was maybe going to be a 5-minute power play. That was right on the numbers. Honestly, Dan Hooker, because again, my impression of Dan Hooker since day one, based on all his interviews, that he was a family man. Yeah, now I have so many questions about Israel Adesanya that I don't want answered. Awkward spot. Seems like the Canadian girl stopped in front of curl. Still needs not to follow through. I'm okay with it just being a minor, but yeah, that was nasty. This Canuck in Cartagena, Colombia. Lots of little bikinis in this heat. It's tough. Ron. I'll tell you what. This isn't Colombia, but Austin, Texas is pretty fucking sweet too. Oh, Canada with a sharp angle shot that goes up. Not out of play. Canada gets it back at the blue line. 1 minute remaining on Canada's power play. Canada shot. Blocked, and that goes out of play. Canada's going to have to reset at center. I can get into that position to launch thanks to doing shot put slide in high school. It's basically the same position going the other way. Okay. Yo, we should get all the boys together and do a fucking line and the wives, I guess. Nice shot by Canada. Glove save by Team USA. And 30 seconds remain on the power play. 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in this game. Yeah, I fucking love curling. My friends, he worked for this construction company, and they would always do their Christmas party at the local curling rink. And I tell you what, more fights in curling than in any other pro sport. Probably even more than some of the UFC fights, because those are mostly hugging matches, not fights, because the UFC hates their fans and employ fake MMA rules. Canada, bad turnover there, but able to recover. They still have it in the American zone. 23 seconds on the power play. Circle. Left circle now for Canada, back to the blue line. Right circle. Slot shot! Up behind the net. The Americans pounce. They try to clear it out. Unable to do a full clear, but they get it to center. Oh, dude. I've gone in my fair share. I haven't fought at a curling rink, but I may have broken a broom in half before walking out and slamming my Tim Hortons in the parking lot. Yeah, right. 4 minutes on the clock. Canada with it. USA killed off the power play. USA has killed off 3 power plays, but got scored on shorthanded. Oh, shot by Canada that gets through. What a save by the Americans. And Canada with a hit wasn't called. God, that almost looked like a slew foot. It happened so fast. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I could care less about what way anybody swings. It's just, if you step out on your family like that, fuck you. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't give a fuck about Jeff Molina. I know people make fun of him. I really don't care. That other than the gambling scandal, I don't think that there's anything wrong with how he lives his life. But what Dan Hooker did is fucked up, and he's a piece of shit for stepping out on his family like that. And Izzy's that's just fucked. 3 minutes on the clock. Canada with the turn, or U.S. with the turnover. Canada with the shot on the right side. But, yeah, Izzy and Dan being so close now. Oh, Canada fumbles on that shot in the slot. Right side. Blocked by the Americans. Canada really pushing here with 2 minutes and 39 seconds. No, 100%. 100%. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. USA going down. Canada tight checking. Wait, why was play blown dead? Why was the play blown dead? There's not a penalty. I'm so confused, chat. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Doing good, buddy. How are you? Blood Diamond, Kaikara France. God, if I hear anything about Volkanovski, bro, I know he's not a CKB lifer, but still. Want to see a great hockey fight? Have a peek at some Laval Rocket game highlights. Which one? I watch a lot of hockey fights. My favorite hockey fights, though, are in the EIHL over in the UK League and the LNAH. Dude, no way. It's crazy. I'm so close to UFC Houston. I'm like 2 hours away, but I'm not going. I'm in Austin, Texas right now. Volkso Pier. I got bullied by a large gay Palestinian trainer at the Y. So after you were like, hey, respect. Domi fights. Love Thai. But I'm telling you guys, you haven't seen hockey fights unless you watched LNH. Cameron being a member for a month. Let's go. About to start speaking French. I'm so pissed about Nectacolis. Dude, no. Laval game. Even the junior hockey Laval game. I know you're not allowed to fight anymore in the QMJHL, but back in the day, holy shit, man. The Q was way more fun to watch than it has been for the last 10, 15 years. Dude, I fucking love Volkanovski. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. USA pulling the goalie. Shot, score! USA tie it up with 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And the Americans tie it up late here. And it's the captain, Hillary Knight, who gets it done. We have a game. 2 minutes remaining. And I was going to say we're going to overtime, but it feels like we're going to overtime with how this is being played. What a shot. Oh, a tip. A tip by Hillary Knight through the goddamn legs. More like Hillary. Volk has such a dad energy. Goal! I'm going for America. This game has been great. Oh, shit. Goals have been hard to come by. Dang, hope Canada wins. Drop the gloves and play the last minutes in power play. 1 minute and 53 seconds left. It's a 1-1 game. Shots 29-26. It's crazy because Canada has been the better team in this. Well, has been the better team in the second half of this third period. In the first half of the period, the U.S. were the better team. U.S. ends up scoring a little bit of momentum after killing off that power play. What's up, Jim? This is historic. Let's go. Maple syrup versus Bud Light. Crown Royal versus Tito's. I don't know if Tito's is from the States or not. Probably. Poutine versus chicken wings. Chicken wings are actually Scottish, but that's okay. 112. USA actually, I don't even think has any original food. They just stole all the foods from everybody else and called them their own. 1 minute. Or was it fried chicken that was Scottish? Maybe chicken wings are your guys'. I know fried chicken came from Scotland. 1 minute remaining, man. And Hillary Knight passing Natalie Darwitz for 15 Olympic goals in her career. Didn't she get engaged this week as well? All Hillary Knight needs now is a gold medal to top it off. Clark with a shot. Oh, that just went left and wide. 54 seconds, bro. Are we going to overtime? No way. Dude, that's so cool. Deep fried chicken is Scottish, but chicken wings were founded in America. That's why I went with them. All right, I believe you. I'll believe you. I'm going to see Duran Joachim the week from Saturday. Sarah Wilson, good to see you. Oh, Canada. 31 seconds remaining, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we are going to overtime. Clark tried to send this in front of the net. Unable to get there. Oh, shot! Puck trickling in front, but Canada able to glove it down. Right? USA is like Sweden. It's always close to the Czechs. Yup. I mean, look at yesterday, right? USA, Sweden went to overtime. Canada, Czechs went to overtime. Shoot, even the Swiss and Finns went to overtime. Dude, that is awesome. I don't think in the gold medal game it's 3-on-3. I think they're gonna, I'm pretty sure they Zamboni the bitch and go out there for overtime. 5-on-5. It's been so long since. Okay, that is it for regulation. We're going to the overtime. I'm pretty sure we're gonna take a break and they Zamboni it. Or maybe not. It doesn't look like they're leaving the bench. Man, USA pulling the goalie saved them. Okay, they're not skating off, so no Zamboni. No Zamboni. Okay, no, never mind. They are going off. They are going off. I didn't think they were going to the dressing room, but they are. So, yeah, we're going to have another break, and then we're going to go 5-on-5, baby. Is this what? This is the way a lot of Americans think French fries are Americans, which is pretty much an embodiment of American schooling. We're going to find out in overtime. Sam voted the shit out of you. Nice. Wow. Oh, God, I'm sweating. And it's not because I'm in Texas. I'm literally next to an air conditioner right now. And I'm still sweating, chat. I've ruined this waggle hat with the sweat lines. All right, they're Zamboniing this bitch. Oh, my God. No, this is just, this is gold medal, right? So it's kind of like Stanley Cup playoffs versus regular season NHL. Regular season NHL, you're going to have the 3-on-3 overtime ice, right? But when you're in the Stanley Cup playoffs, it's 5-on-5, and they Zamboni that bitch. Fresh ice, tired, low dexterity, and OT. Well, at least they get 15. They get 20 minutes. They get 20 minutes. Belgians claim they invented the French fries. Well, they speak French in Belgium, so that makes sense. Yeah, shout out to Waggle. Shout out to Waggle Golf. They're going to take the water connecting? What does that mean? How much could they get if they sold the gold medal for scrap? That shit's expensive. I know a few have. Time period then and not first goal. I think it's just the same. It's like 20 minutes, and if there's no goal, then they Zamboni it again and we go to double overtime. If they don't score in double overtime, we go to triple overtime. I'm 90% sure that's how it goes down. 5 guys mastered the French fries. Is this men's? No. This isn't the gold medal game for men's. We're only in the semifinals for the men's, dude. You know that. You're a smart guy. Like the Florida game, I don't give financial advice, but when I do, I say is gold is the best investment. Gold and saffron. I'm sorry, are they carrying the ice for hockey and putting in the tractor? Yeah, no, that's they're zamboning the ice. Just being clear, and I still like shootouts after 2 extras. I don't like shootouts in gold medal games and or like Olympic or in Stanley Cup playoff games, but I don't mind the shootout in the regular season at all. I don't know why people hate it so much. Miss Romans hockey. Silver as well as it went up a lot recently. I've heard that as well. And hey, if you're Ray from Trailer Park Boys, bronze still goes pretty far. He minds some bronze. He loves his copper as well. Hell yeah, I like shootouts to get the Glock. Oh man, some of these they're showing some of these like US watch parties. Idaho, New York, Wisconsin, no Minnesota? Come on. I mean, I like the teams deciding it in, again, gold medal. I hate soccer, how like a shootout can define the World Cup, right? Like that's bullshit to me. But in the regular season, look, we all got to go to sleep. Minnesota. Come out of the locker room and Glock them off a different game. Absolutely. America's got bigger guns. Glocks are for gangsters and women, and this is women's hockey. Teams also had 90 minutes to settle in. That is true. Hillary Knight, man. You know, it would be only fitting. Layla Edwards, by the way, with the assist. If Marie-Philippe Poulin for Canada, the captain for Canada, scores this one. I gotta text my buddy right now. This is how gold medal games should be, though. Absolutely. And again, I said this at the beginning of the stream. I would rather Canada win or lose by 1 or 2 than to be blown out by 5 or 6 or to blow the other team out 5 or 6. Because it just feels better when you win and it feels less painful when you lose. Personally, don't care unless USA loses, then I think we should do the other one. USA chicks are excellent skaters, puck handlers, passers, from what I've seen. I will say they are the better team. They're faster, stronger, and bigger and more skilled. But I think the biggest difference in this game for the Americans than any other game in this tournament thus far has been they have not been tested in any game this tournament, really. So I think in the second period, they got a little frazzled, especially giving one up shorthanded. And they've kind of gotten their swagger back in the third. I would say the third period, the first half of the third period was all Team USA. The second half of the third period, until Canada let in that goal, I'll say even on the power play, until the U.S. killed off that power play, I think that gave them a little bit of momentum, and we got a tie game. Hey, what's up, KQ? Love Jerome. Trump wanted Canadian tiers. Now we demand USA tier. 6 USA players on the ice for the tying goal. Oh, that was the Czechs. We're watching USA Canada. To the championship round we go. Honestly, USA women probably on the every single one of them. No, I truly think it's just they were a little frazzled in the second. And Canada's been playing a way better game. I don't think the Americans are playing bad hockey by any means. I just think the Canadians are playing way better than they played in that preliminary game. Clearly, they're not down 5-0 at the end of regulation, right? Okay, I gotta drain the main vein. I'll be back after this quick break and a quick word from our friends at Waggle Golf. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle. Waggle is a golf term, so their origin is obvious. But, like you and I, their roots extend well beyond the tee box. Waggle is rooted in early mornings on the water and late nights around the campfire, in lacing up the skates, and in casting a line. These hobbies and passions are what inspire their team daily to create apparel that makes you say, wow, this was made for me. Because, really, it was. Waggle's biggest sale of the year is live right now. Hats, polos, pants, shorts, jackets, flannels, socks, everything is 30% off. We pulled together a list of our all-time favorite products, so make sure you shop the link in the description.
Think about what you were doing 16 years ago. Okay, this is what she was doing. She was scoring her first Olympic goal 16 years ago in Vancouver against Finland and Angela, and you were there. I was on that team. You could tell from day one, Hillary Knight was going to be a generation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, live here for this gold medal game. Team USA versus Team Canada. Canada leading most of the game just by 1 as they scored shorthanded in the second period. Neither of these teams were able to score on their respected power plays, but the USA pulls their goalie with 2 minutes left. And Hillary Knight, the captain, gets this one done and ties it. We're going to overtime here in a few minutes. Is the score still 1-1? Yes, it is. We're going into overtime. Shout out to Waggle Golf. Yes, one time I bought the beanie and I went to the store and I found $1,000 on the ground. So if you want to find $1,000 on the ground, order it right now and it's 30% off. There you go. There you go. Dual citizenship must make this way less stressful for you. Shout out to Hoppy. When Canada and the US are playing head-to-head, it's 51% Canadian, baby. See, up here in Canada, we teach our children to lose gracefully. Don't be crying, babies. Congratulate the winners. I mean, nobody lost yet. If you have dual citizenship, that means only if you're also brown, which I am. So, yes. Where's the game? It depends. Where are you in the world? If you're in the United States, it is on USA Today or USA Network and Peacock. If you're in Canada, it's probably on CBC, TSN, or Sportsnet. USA narrows the medal lead to 1 behind Italy and 9 behind Norway. Yeah, Norway's cleaning up. Italy's done really well as well overall. And yeah, the States have been doing very, very well. I think Canada had only like 14 or 15 medals. I don't even think it was rage bait. I think it was just a subtle jab. I mean, the United States of America, I am a dual citizen, but I grew up in Canada, so I'm rooting for the Canadians. Canada wins, please. Canada plus 145 to OT. USA in this minus 188. You're talking, not in this game, buddy. Not in this game. In the Czech game, yes. Lots of the medals are skiing, right? Makes sense. That Norway and Italy would do well. Canada's at 14. Absolutely not. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. Yay, love all hockey. Yes, me too. Fucking P-Dub, NHL, international, junior college. Quebec senior men's, just inject that shit right into my veins. Oh man, I'm nervous. But I will say this is what we live for. Canada, US, gold medal overtime, right? This is, as hockey fans from USA and Canada, or both, this is what we fucking dream of. So I'm stoked, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but hey, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I would as someone who's rooting for the Canadians to win, I would way rather Canada win or lose by 1 than win or lose by getting blown out, right? Like if Canada was up, or if Canada won 5-0, I wouldn't even be as excited as I might be if they win in overtime. Hey, there was a fight in the PWHL. And there was a couple girls trying to get it going here, so. Women's hockey, still more of a real sport than the NFL. Or sorry, American football, which you're not allowed to fight in. So is it really a real sport? I thought Canada was going to win, so I was scared. Well, we are going to overtime. Yes, Sean, fucking Sweden and Norway are so good at skiing, and then China and Japan in the air sports dominate. Dude, Korea's been doing really well in the speed skating, too. Yup, it's the dream, and they're already there. Let's just hope the legs aren't burning too much. And Canada did have one player injured. They had one player who blocked a shot with her hand. Marie-Philippe Poulin has been playing this tournament injured, and they had one girl who took that boarding hit, and I don't think she's returned. What am I, Google? Hey, this is what I'm going to do. Because Bram is too lazy to use Google, I'm going to use Google for him. Lazy ass motherfuckers. All right. Tomorrow for the semifinals, we have Canada playing Finland at 9:40, so 10:40 a.m. Eastern. Do I have to do the conversion for you too? 10:40 a.m. Eastern, which is 9:40 a.m. Central. And then tomorrow, the United States play the Slovaks at 3:10 Eastern. I'll do the conversion for you. Ready? 2:10 p.m. Central Time. So 3:10 Eastern for the USA-Slovak game. 9:40 a.m. Eastern for the Canada versus Finland game. What is it with the Canucks? Would you want a blowout like when the Eagles blow out the Chiefs? No, I mean, I want to say yes, but I'd be lying. Yo, Cameron, who's still a member, Cameron with the $5 donation. Let's go. I don't have my soundboard, but I'd be hitting the Jamaican horns if I had one. Invest in mining companies. They are outperforming gold. That's what Cameron's going to tell himself and all the Women USA players when Canada beats them in overtime. Thank you so much, Cameron, for all the support on the channel, man. Cameron's a member. Cameron's been donating like pretty much almost every stream. And sorry I haven't had a bunch of content come out this week yet, but it is coming. We got a Judd's Buds. Actually, no, not Judd's. Yeah, Fellowship of the Rink that will be dropping this week. I'm going to drop the Eddie Olchuk episode. Yes, little tease. He is the guest on this week. I'm going to drop that audio right after this stream. We have MNCAA. They filmed / record their podcast a little bit late this week. That's coming as well this week. And we got a couple more streams as well, brother. Thank you so much, Cameron. You're the fucking man. Dutch are the speed skaters to be. Dude, no, the Korean beat the Dutch and Canadian. No problem, buddy. No problem. No, Bram's good shit. Bram's good shit. I'm just being cheeky. Love you, Bram. What a game! Good to see you, Isaiah. Good to see you. Yo, big Cameron. What about Doge? Can invest in Doge or maybe Trump coin? Only Israel Adesanya invests in Doge. You want to buy this Obama phone? I thought there was only the Trump phone. I'm in Ontario. I don't know if others have this, but we have the little NHL, and it's been growing like crazy. My cousin's team who won their 200 teams that year. Wait, what? What's the little NHL? I know the OHL. I know the OJHL. Okay, here we go. Overtime, guys. Here we go. 5-on-5 overtime. Number 29, the greatest female hockey player right now, Marie-Philippe Poulin, loses the freaking face-off. It is 3-on-3. What? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't like this. I thought it was 5-on-5. I don't like this. USA with a shot. Nice save by Canada. They keep the puck alive. As soon as I saw the Zamboni, I'm like, there's no way they're doing 3-on-3. Oh, it 100% favors the United States. Behind the net, Canada gets puck back. I'm not a fan of the USA loses. If USA wins, totally legit. Oh, nice hit behind the net by the Americans. 1914, USA, blue line. Ah, okay. Dude, shout out to little NHL. My opinion is pending. Oh, shit. USA with it. Behind the net. Canada. Checking in the corner. Canada with it now. Oh, but he gets her pocket picked. And skating to the bench is one of the American players. Didn't realize the pass was coming right to her, but number 4 for the Americans. On the blue line, retrieves this. Goes for a skate, being checked by Canada. Canada with the poke check. And here she comes. Canada with some speed. Canada. Partial break. Canada unable to hit the net. Good check by the American. Canada with a check there. US saying, where's the call, ref? Where's the call? Puck was a little bit away. One of the American players just blew a tire, and here comes Canada. Canada over the blue line. Canada trying to keep this puck alive. Why was she pinching there so dumb? Oh, there's music in the background. Sorry, guys. Sorry. There we go. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Bram Olsen. And coming in offside was Nurse. I mean, that was questionable offside, but it was vibes. I would have never known. I don't have headphones on. Producer mode. Thank you, Denial. Hockey beer. I'm not from Minnesota. I am from well, I guess I'm kind of a resident Minnesotan now, I guess. I've been there for almost 5 years. But yo, you're from Minnesota as well? Good to have you part of the fam, my friend. Shot! And that goes up. Not out of play. Canada with it. Big save, go. Canada's goaltender has been awesome. Canada with a nice pass up through center, 1-on-1. Marie-Philippe Poulin with a shot that goes right and wide. God damn, dude. She's so good. If only she hit the net there. But she's so good. Sorry if I'm not reading chat as quickly. I'm keeping my eyes on this game. And I know there's almost 400 people watching. You guys are amazing. Smash that like button, subscribe. We'll be live for the next 2 games as well. Here comes the Americans. Right side shot. And there's a save by Canada. Honestly, sis, I thought it was going to be 5-on-5, 20 minutes, just like another period. They're doing 3-on-3 for 20 minutes, and then maybe they go down to 10. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. My whole life, Olympic overtime was 5-on-5. Maybe not in the last one, but I didn't really care about the last one because NHL players weren't there, and I don't remember. I don't think the women went overtime. Heisey on the ice right now. Frost player, 2-time champion. She's been on this channel and show before. Go check out some of the interviews we've had with her. Shot, bouncing puck, high stick by Canada. Oh my God. Shit wouldn't have counted anyways. It's 20 minutes overtime, so someone scores. Yeah, we know. I think they changed it like 8 years ago. No, not a power play. It wasn't high stick on anyone's face. It was high stick touching the puck. That is, by the way, that was good. Partial break, 2-on-1 now, and great stick there for the United States. And now they're coming back the other side. Looking for reinforcement. Shot, nice glove save by Canada. Yeah. Bram, you fit in. Another big save. Yeah, I can't keep track of all the overtime changes in the National Hockey League and junior hockey and fucking IHF. This is like the first year they had 3-on-3 in the NHL, all gas, no breaks. Yeah, because now the NHL 3-on-3 it's not even that fun anymore because they're just too conservative, skating the puck back over and over again. But these girls want to win now. These girls want to start chugging beers right now. Yeah, dude, Bram, welcome to the fucking community. You fit right in. Oh, score! No, I waved off. No, USA just got it. USA just scored backhand through the pads. No! It happened so fast. It was a quick little turnover, backhand through the pads. 5-0. USA wins the gold. USA wins the gold. They came back down by 1 in the second. Hillary Knight, the hero to tie it. And that's the craziness of 3-on-3, just like that. Oh my God. Hey, GG, Americans. That was a hell of a game. It wasn't a blowout like in the preliminary, but look at that. The States went 2-0 against the Canadians in this Olympic run. What a group for the Americans, man. What a powerhouse group. Speed, skill, strength. Unreal. I'm gutted as a Canadian, especially since we blew the lead. But like I said, win or lose, I'd rather my team win in a close one because it just makes for a better hockey game. And this was a tremendous hockey game. So I'm gutted, but hey, the better team won, and what a fucking great game to call and hang out with you guys and watch. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck the men. Canadian men are going to bring home that gold, baby. USA in this whole goal. Sick ending and sick game overall. Yeah, I mean, my team lost. Oh, the dagger's in my heart, but like I can't be super pissy about it because what a fucking game. What a game. What a comeback. And that's gold for Team USA. Yeah, what a game for sure. Wow. All right, let's get to some of the comments here. Great game. USA own the gold. We are hockey. Crazy, historic. This has been one of the best Olympic runs for what a goal, man. What a goal by Keller. Oh my God, the dragon back. And she did the Sidney Crosby. Unreal. Well played. GG. Wow. GG Canucks. Wowzers. America, baby. Holy Foxtrot and Sierra. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, World USA. Lights out in this motherfucker. Oh, man. Goal. Too much leagues, but I love the effort. USA. Oh, man. Look at the U.S. coach. He's in tears, man. He's in tears. I will say Edwards, Carpenter, Hillary Knight. Those are my 3 standouts of the tournament. Who are your guys's? Hillary Knight, Carpenter, and Layla Edwards for me. Don't get me wrong. So many of these girls did so well. There's Taylor Heisey, Grace Zumwinkle. They've both been on the podcast before. Silver, man. Greetings from Italy. No, absolutely. But let's be honest. In the women's side of thing, it's Canada versus United States for gold every time, and fell short this time around. Keller definitely probably first star of this game, though. What a fucking goal. I will say Canada's goalie played tremendous in this one, but my God, dude. Tough to... Hey, I love the Minnesota Gophers flag as well. Let's go! I don't know, man. Who's your guys' MVP? I don't... it's tough because there's a few. There's a few that you could choose from. I got it in at plus 206.2 for USA. Hey, no problem. I will be live hopefully tomorrow for one of the semifinal games, probably the United States one, but if something comes up and I know I can't do it, then I will do the Canada one, and I'll be live Sunday morning for Canada versus, or I shouldn't say Canada versus USA just yet, for the gold medal game, hopefully Canada versus USA again. On paper and based off the first game, USA was the team to beat in the women's tournament. They were the better team, which is why I was so proud to see the Canadians play as well as they did in this game. But there you have it. Dude, right? We got 4 women coming back to Seattle, to the Seattle Torrent with gold medals. We got a few Frost players come back to Minnesota with some gold medals as well. Unreal game, guys. Unreal game. All right, I'm now going to go drown my sorrows in some Texas whiskey. No, I'm just kidding. I got to get back to work. Well, she still plays in the P-Dub. I think she'll play a couple more seasons for Montreal, but I do think this is probably her last Olympics. I do, because she'll be, almost 40, 39 during the next one? She's 36, 37 right now? We'll see. I think she still plays a couple more, maybe even three years in the P-Dub, but I think this is Marie-Philippe Poulin's last Olympics. But, shout out to she overall had a pretty good game. We know she's playing hurt. Hell yeah, dude. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays. We have hockey podcast. This channel is a hub/network for a ton of hockey podcasts. Joe Smith from The Athletic does a podcast on this network. We have a prospect show every Monday that's live streamed. We have an analytics show every Wednesday that's live streamed. And then I cover Minnesota Wild games as well as international hockey games live as well. And we post videos every single day. So thanks for joining, brother. Thanks for joining. Hashtag look it up on Google. Hey, shout out to my City Life community as well, which Sean is literally both, and he's a member for both. So shout out to Sean. But shout out to the City Life community who's been hanging out with us throughout these hockey streams as well. I really appreciate you guys. I promise I'm not living on the street. I just took a shower before this and my hair is just fucking whack. I need a haircut. But I will be doing some MMA streams before I get back home. I just haven't really looked at the schedule yet. But tomorrow, either Canada or USA game. It's up in the air which one, but I will be live tomorrow for one game. And I promise you, Sunday morning, I will not be hungover. I will probably be still drunk. And, oh my God, they literally said, "In Keller we trust." They have a flag that says, "In Keller we trust," and they're waving it around. That is amazing. That is amazing. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be live for one of the semis. We'll be live Sunday. I'm going out to a concert on Saturday. I'm not partying on Friday night. So I'm probably only going to have a couple beers and just see the town. And I'm going to eat good Friday night. And I'm going to drink and have a lot of fun on Saturday night. So Sunday, I'm not going to be hungover. I'm going to be still drunk. And when Canada wins gold against the Americans, if they make it past semifinals, we'll be popping champagne in the morning, baby. Let's go. Later, man. Enjoy yourself in Austin. Thank you, Chris. We watched a lot of UFC over there. If you like the UFC sport, fake MMA. Taylor Swift, the concert? Oh, man. I tip my cap to you, Hillary Knight. GG Americans. It was a hell of a game. Couldn't ask for a better gold medal game, except Canada winning it. Anyways, appreciate you all. Please smash that like button. Please, all 200 of you, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow for some semifinals hockey, and I'll see you on Sunday for another gold medal. You all are amazing. I appreciate you all. Like I said, smizash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Peace! Congratulations to the Americans. The women win gold. But the path for the men to win gold for Team USA and Canada is still tough. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.